Hello friends, welcome to Technique, and this is Nirmal here, and here is the camera comparison of two smartphones in the 25K segment, the Poco F1 with the Oppo F9 Pro. So both the smartphones have great looks and hardware and also good camera hardware. So let's find out how they perform in this segment. So talking about the specifications, the Poco F1 has a dual camera setup with 12 megapixel primary f1.9 camera and a secondary 5 megapixel shooter for depth sensing. The front camera is a 20 megapixel f2 camera with a screen flash included. Now coming to the Oppo F9 Pro. It has a 16 megapixel rear camera with f-stop 1.8 and a secondary 2 megapixel camera for depth sensing. It also has an LED flash. The front camera on the Oppo F9 Pro is a 25 megapixel f2.0 camera. Now let's go straight into the camera samples and see which is better. First step, let's have a look at the video recording. Here both the smartphones can record videos in 1080p resolution. While the Poco F1 also offers 4K resolution, the Oppo F9 Pro misses out on that feature. Both the devices support EIS for video recording. While the video quality is saturated on the Poco F1, it is quite an average on the Oppo F9 Pro with sharpened video and focus hunting issue. The EIS quality is a tad better on the Poco F1. So overall we would pick the Poco F1 even though the video is a bit oversaturated. Next up, the daylight captures. Here looking at the samples, you can see both these devices offer good details. The images on the Poco F1 is a bit saturated in nature, and we had mentioned it in our detailed camera review as well. The Oppo F9 Pro on the other hand has images which are vivid and punchy but not as saturated as the Poco F1. The details are good on both the devices. The dynamic range is also quite similar on both the devices. Now moving on to the close-up images. Here you can see both these devices offer good details. Here again colors are a bit saturated and vivid on the Poco F1. Both the devices have good details and sharp images. Next, let's have a look at the low light captures. While both the devices offer decent low light performance, both have noise creeping in the extreme low light conditions. There isn't much to choose between the two devices in terms of low light experience, as both are quite average in terms of the performance. Now coming to the portrait mode. Both the phones offer good portrait shots with good colors as well. The Poco F1 has a better edge detection thanks to the algorithm from Xiaomi. The Oppo F9 Pro misses out on the edges and not the best experience in this segment. Finally, the selfie experience. The Poco F1 has a 20 megapixel shooter while the Oppo F9 Pro has 25 megapixel selfie camera. Here both the cameras does a good job and the skin tones are also quite good. While the skin tones are more natural on Oppo F9 Pro with sharper images, the Poco F1 offers brighter selfies. The low light selfie experience is similar on both the devices offering screen flash. We personally like the selfie experience on the Oppo F9 Pro. Both the devices offer portrait selfies, and here again Poco F1 is a winner with better edge detection algorithm. Camera sample taken with the Poco F1 which has a 20 megapixel shooter which is capable of recording videos in 1080p resolution. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front facing camera on the Poco F1. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Oppo F9 Pro. It's a 25 megapixel shooter which is again capable of recording videos in 1080p resolution, and you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front facing camera on the Oppo F9 Pro. So that was the camera comparison of the Poco F1 with the Oppo F9 Pro. So summing up, which is the better camera smartphone? The Poco F1 has an advantage in terms of video quality, portrait mode for both rear and front camera, and good daylight shots. The Oppo F9 Pro on the other hand is a winner in the selfie department and has good daylight shots. Neither of them are great in low light shots. Which is your pick among the two camera smartphones? Drop in your thoughts in the comment section. So this is Nirmal signing off with a camera comparison of the Poco F1 with the Oppo F9 Pro. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.